We're now looking at number 4. Number 4 is a little trickier because there tends to be two things that are changing. So let's write down everything we know and let's draw a picture. So we're going to start by saying we're starting with a balloon. And maybe our balloon is this big at the beginning. It is 250 centimeters cubed and it's 25 degrees Celsius. And the pressure at the start is 730 millimeters. So, sweet, I'm going to put some dots in here. I don't know how many. We'll say 3. Make them each moving along. And the pressure here is 730. What happens to this thing? Well, it's squeezed and it gets smaller. So my after picture is going to be a little bit smaller. And nothing has changed about the dots, so I'm still going to put 3 dots in there. But the temperature has gotten higher. The temperature at the end is 50 degrees Celsius. So I'm going to see, some extra squiggles on this. And I want to know what the pressure is on this one. Well, the temperature is getting bigger, so I know the pressure is going to get bigger. So the pressure was 730, it's going to get even bigger. The volume is getting smaller, and that's going to make the pressure get bigger. There's 2 things that are making this pressure get bigger. Before we go any farther, I know I'm going to change these temperatures to Kelvin. So 25 degrees Celsius is 298 Kelvin. 50 degrees Celsius is 323 Kelvin. Okay, so I'm going to start with what I know, and that's the pressure was originally 730 millimeters. And first, I'm going to look at the volume right here. The volume gets, it goes from 250 to 125. It gets 2 times smaller. That means that's going to make my pressure get 2 times bigger. So to do that, I might just do that right here. I put 250 milliliters and 125 milliliters. Just because of the volume, the pressure is going to get twice as much. So that is 1460 millimeters of mercury. That's just because of the volume. But we're also changing the temperature right here. So I wonder how much bigger the temperature gets. So when I look at that, the temperature gets to 323 K, and it starts at 298 K. So that's 1.08 times bigger. So to figure that out, I'm going to put that right here. The pressure was 1460, but because of the temperature, it's going to get 1.08 times bigger. I'm just going to multiply those 2 things together. So my final pressure is going to be 1582 millimeters of mercury. And that's because 2 things happened. The first thing that happened was that the volume got smaller. That made it get a little bit bigger. And then the temperature went up. That made it get even